But right now, we're going to talk about the transfer portal because the transfer portal is active and there is a lot of movement on the 40 acres, not only the 40 acres, but you also have to look at what's going on around college football. As we've talked about before, Mark, you start to look around and you say, okay, which team is making moves? You see certain players from different schools already make their decisions. The quarterback from the University of North Texas is already committed to Oklahoma State. That was something that we thought was going to happen. Matt Campbell takes the job leaving Iowa State to go to Penn State, and his quarterback, Rocco Beck, has decided to go to Penn State. So you look around, you look at some of the former players from the University of Texas and where they have landed. Offensive lineman Connor Stroh made his announcement yesterday. He's leaving the University of Texas and he found a new home at Kansas. Jarrett Gibson, Baby Rhino, left the University of Texas as far back as October and decided that he was going to wait to figure out where he's going to go. Well, it looks like he's ending up at Purdue. We had a defensive back, Caleb Chester. He came in and decided to jump into the transfer portal, found a home at Arizona State. Other guys that have made the decision to leave the University of Texas, Nate Kibble, redshirt freshman, offensive lineman. He jumped into the transfer portal just recently. Will Stone, Neta Umazula, Levon Johnson, and Parker Livingston. He decided it was time for him to go as well, and it looks like all signs are pointing to him going to Indiana, which is kind of crazy when you look at that, and it's like, what, Indiana? But that's the one that everybody was talking about over the weekend. There's been multiple reports that have been debunked by certain people that cover the University of Texas. There were some that were writing nationally that said that it was a forced out type of move, but we know better than that. Parker Livingston, roommate to Arch Manning, who, if that was the case, I believe that Arch would have stood up and said, no, we're not letting him leave. We're going to do whatever we can to make sure that he stays here. The information that was given and corrected was saying that he was made a fair offer and he decided that he wanted more than what it was. And I go back to the conversation that Coach Sark had last week when they were talking about transfer portal, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, when he was talking about transfer portal, and he was talking about people that are representing each of these players. He said, you may get a call from somebody that is a roommate of someone, and acting like an agent. Because nobody has to be certified. Nobody has to be certified anymore. Right. And so when you start to look at what's going on with college athletics, it's an interesting dynamic that we are dealing with now.
What that should be one of the things in off season that's really looked at is the accreditation of who represents the talent.